Guys, in our today class, let us discuss about mechanism of addition polymerization. The mechanism of addition polymerization is useful to understand how a polymer is produced, how the chain reactions are taking place, how a chain growth is occurring. All these kind of principles can be understood by the mechanism. Addition polymerization, mechanism of addition polymerization can be easily understood with three kinds of mechanisms. One is free radical mechanism, another one is cationic mechanism, the other one is anionic mechanism. In the case of free radical mechanism, let us see how the mechanism takes place. So, initially, addition polymerization means take number of monomeric units and to that add an initiator or catalyst, right? So, now I will take one initiator which is I. This initiator will get dissociates into two free radicals, right? This is called hemolytic dissociation. Will dissociate into two free radicals, or we can write like this, two free radicals. Okay, I will take an example for initiator. R O O R, R O O R. Okay, this is an catalyst. So this will get dissociates into RO free radical plus RO free radical. Okay, yeah. Before entering into the free radical mechanism, let us see. This mechanism takes place in two steps. One is the dissociation of initiator, and the second one is that dissociated initiator forms free radicals. The formed free radical how propagate the polymerization reaction. So dissociation of initiator and propagation of pushing of polymerization reaction by the free radical obtained from the dissociated initiator, right? In the first step, we have observed that, we have seen that how the initiator is dissociated into free radicals. Okay, we have also taken an example ROOR, that is dissociated into RO free radical and RO free radical, right? Next one is this obtained free radical will participate in the mechanism of polymerization. That mechanism takes place in three steps. One is initiation, another one is propagation, the other one is termination. Initiation, propagation, termination. These are the three steps involved in the mechanism of addition polymerization, right? So let us start with the initiation. In the initiation step, take the monomeric unit, what you are going to prepare with that. Okay, I would like to take a monomeric unit called CH2 double bond CH2. This is ethylene. This is ethylene. This one is a monomer. This kind of ethylene monomeric units, number of monomeric units are taken in a container. Right? To that already an initiator added, because that initiator will catalyze the reaction, right? Addition reaction. So already the initiator dissociated into two free radicals, right? The free radical is now in contact with the monomeric unit, like this. So the monomeric unit is in contact with the free radical. Where did this free radical come from? This free radical comes from the hemolytic dissociation of a initiator, right? So now what happens is, see the reaction. This will turn into R, single bond, CH2. We can write like this for the clear understanding. CH2, right? Now the radical shift onto the carbon. This is initiation step. Now in this step, the obtained product is called active monomer. That means now the monomer has enough strength to produce a polymer by calling other monomeric units to come and join with it in forming a long chain. That means this monomer is active in increasing the growth of the chain. Okay, how it increases the growth of the chain can be understood in the next step, that is propagation. That is what? Propagation. So in this propagation step, the obtained product from the initiation step will be taken as a raw material, or CH2, single bond, CH2, right? This is free radical. Now this will interact with another ethylene molecule. Where did this ethylene molecule come from? To prepare a polymer, it is not enough to add a single monomer. We need to add number of monomeric units. So in the first step, from the number of monomeric units, one monomer interacted with the free radical. Okay, in forming an active monomeric unit. Now with that active monomeric unit, another monomeric unit will come in contact. Okay, then what happens is, we will get a product like this, R, CH2, single bond, CH2, single bond, CH2. Now the free radical transfer from first monomeric into the next monomeric unit, transfer onto the carbon of the second monomeric unit. What is that? Now the free radical transfer onto the carbon of the second monomeric unit. Yeah, this can be easily understood with a simple mechanism. Here double bond is there, right? Yeah, this will break into two. Now when this break into two active parts, two active sites, okay, that means when this break into two, this will form active site at each carbon. That's why the free radical easily come and join with this. In the same case, here also takes place. Okay, here the double bond shifts into 2. Now what happens? At this carbon, one active site formed, and at this carbon, one active site formed. So the first active monomeric unit will come and join with this active site in forming a chain. Okay, this process is continuous process. How do we know that it is continuous? Now take this obtained product, R CH2 single bond CH2 single bond CH2 single bond CH2, right? Yeah, now this will come in contact with another fresh monomeric unit. What is that? Another fresh monomeric unit, CH2 double bond CH2. Now the double bond breaks into 2 single bonds by forming 2 active sites at each carbon. Now the active site calls this one to come and join with this in forming a long chain. Okay, then what happens is R CH2 R CH2 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 CH2. Here the free radical shifted onto the carbon of the last coming monomeric unit. Okay, so if you see here, only one active monomeric unit is started its reaction, and this come in contact with the fresh monomeric unit and formed a chain. Okay, in the same case, the chain length is increasing. If we add another CH2 molecule, then the chain will be increases. Okay, you can add any number of monomeric units. The added number of monomeric units will join with each other in forming a long chain. So this is called long chain. Is nothing but polymer chain, right? Yeah. So this is propagation step. Now the last step is termination. Last step is termination. Okay, in this termination step, the catalyst will come out from the polymer chain. The catalyst will make the polymer chain free, right? It involves in the reaction. And after the reaction is completed, it comes out, right? So in this termination step, what happened is we have obtained a polymer chain like this: CH2 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 CH2, like this, right? The chain is long one. Okay, now this will interact with another chain, CH2 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 CH2, right? Now these two will form a bond in resulting a long chain polymer, nothing but CH2 CH2 CH2, CH2. Okay, here this can be denoted with n times for our convenience, because we are unable to write the chain in a small A4 sheet, right? CH2, CH2. Okay, this is called polyethylene. Right, guys? This is the mechanism of addition polymerization using free radical mechanism.